Report from the Gulf Coast with the very latest.
And now for the very latest on the deadly Arkansas flooding. This tragedy unfolded early Friday morning when heavy rain lifted the Little Missouri River from 3 to 23 feet in hours. This was ground zero for a freak event. It happened in Albert Pike Campground in Arkansas. It's estimated that 300 people were camping overnight, and 19 of those lost their lives.
As we have been reported, one person still missing this morning after that deadly flooding sweeping through Arkansas. And joining us live this morning from Little Rock is Governor Mike Beebe. Governor, thank you for being with us this morning. When you were there and you saw the damage firsthand, you had said you had never seen water do this kind of damage. How difficult was it for you to visit there?
Well, it was extremely difficult. You know, the hardest part was actually dealing with and talking to and trying to comfort the family members of the people that were either already confirmed dead or who were still missing. Certainly trying to rally the rescuers, ensuring that the federal, the state, and the local authorities were working together, trying to make sure all the assets were there. That was part of the job that is normal. That's part of the job that's easier to do. When you're dealing with family members who have lost children, who have lost, in many instances, several members of their family, that's extremely difficult. That was the hardest part. But the devastation was pretty unprecedented as far as the power and the rapidity with which this water came through. And
Governor, are you going to shut this area down for good, or will this site eventually be reopened for campers?
I don't have any control over it. This is a federal site. This is a U.S. Forest Service site. You know, we jump in and take control because we're there quicker in terms of trying to help with recovery or with rescue. But I have to give all credit to the federal folk. The U.S. Forest Service individuals out there worked extremely hard. They were working very well with local and state authorities, police, emergency people. But in terms of what happens to the campground, this is a federal site. It's a federal forest, so they have jurisdiction over that. I don't have any information that they're going to do anything different at this site. This is pretty unprecedented. People have been going there for 30 or 35 years, and nothing like this has ever even approached this magnitude.
Governor, what can the state of Arkansas do to assist these families that have been affected?
Well, the first thing we can do is try to bring closure, either by rescuing anybody who is missing and reuniting those people with their families, or in the worst case scenario, by recovering the bodies. All that's been going on for the last 3 days. An unprecedented number of volunteers are out there. Obviously, over and above the volunteers, the emergency responders, state police, local sheriffs, National Guard, all the state agencies charged with the responsibility of trying to provide coordination in the event of a disaster or on site. And as I indicated, the Federal Forest Service is out there in strong numbers. This is actually their jurisdiction, but they've been very cooperative with us in terms of letting us in there to try to help and assist them. So what we can do with the families is try to bring closure by locating everybody that needs to be located.
All right, Governor Beebe, we certainly appreciate your time and all the information you gave us.
There's some heavy hearts there in Arkansas still this morning. Well, please stay tuned. We've got the very latest on a low in the Atlantic Ocean this morning. How close are we from our first named storm of the season? Our hurricane director will join us up.
Heck, this is no ordinary.